What you eat plays an important role when it comes to reaching your weight loss or muscle building goals. In this video, I'm going to give you the complete beginner's guide to nutrition and healthy eating to best support you on your fitness journey. We're going to talk about the best foods to eat, calorie deficits and calorie surpluses, how much to eat based on your goals, as well as hydration and supplements. And if you haven't seen my complete beginner's guide to the gym video, where I go over everything exercise related, go ahead and check it out in the link right over here. Anyways, let's get started by talking about nutrition. Nutrition is the science and process of how food and its nutrients nourish our bodies. Nutrients are substances found in food that are essential for growth, development, and maintenance of our bodies. A really important concept to understanding nutrition are macronutrients. Macronutrients are the nutrients that our bodies require in large quantities. The three main macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, or carbs, are the primary source of energy for our bodies. You can find them in foods such as grains, fruits, and vegetables. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which our bodies use for fuel. There are simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates, and they're differentiated by their chemical structure, digestion process, and impacts on blood sugar and hunger levels. Simple carbs are the carbs we want to limit. They're typically found in many processed foods, candies, pastries, white bread, honey, syrups, and table sugar. Because of their simple chemical structure, they're rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, which causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. This leads to a sudden energy boost, followed by a sudden drop in energy, and likely hunger cravings. Complex carbs, on the other hand, are the carbs we want more of, and they're found in foods such as brown rice, oatmeal, beans, lentils, and sweet potatoes. They have a longer chemical structure, which means it takes more time for them to break down. This means a slower, more gradual increase in blood sugar levels, which helps maintain steady energy and provides a sense of fullness for a longer period of time. For a healthier diet, it's best to choose complex carbs over simple carbs because they offer more fiber, vitamins, minerals, are more nutrient dense, and provide a more sustained release of energy, keeping you fuller longer. People often say you need to cut carbs to lose weight, but that's not necessarily true. Generally, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, which is an important concept I'll be going over in a bit, working out an appropriate amount, and eating complex carbs more often than simple ones, you can still effectively reach your weight loss goals. And when it comes to muscle gain, carbs will provide you the energy you need for higher intensity workouts, replenishing glycogen stores to promote muscle recovery, releasing insulin to trigger protein synthesis and muscle gain, as well as to help you meet a calorie surplus, which is another concept I'll be going over in a bit. And the higher quality carbs you consume, the more health benefits you'll receive. Proteins. Proteins are essential for building and repairing tissues such as muscles. They're made of amino acids and play a role in many bodily functions. Through resistance or strength training, small muscle fibers are being broken down. When you consume an adequate amount of protein, the synthesis of new muscle takes place, which allows for muscle recovery and growth. Low-quality proteins often include fatty and processed cuts of meat such as sausages or bacon, fried or breaded chicken or fish, deli meats, and hot dogs. Many low-quality proteins have an incomplete amino acid profile, which means they're unable to provide the necessary amino acids to adequately build and repair muscle tissue. Also, they're often high in calories and preservatives, which can contribute to weight gain and various health problems. High-quality protein sources include lean meats such as chicken, turkey, and loin beef cuts, fish and seafood, and eggs. There are also plant-based proteins such as tofu and edamame. High-quality proteins possess the amino acids needed for muscle growth and repair. Although they may be less convenient than low-quality proteins, these higher quality options offer more nutritional benefits. For both weight loss and muscle gain, choosing lean proteins that are minimally processed are more likely to align with your goals. Proteins provide a satiating effect, which means you'll feel fuller for longer periods of time. This is helpful for managing your calorie intake as well as hunger. As with carbs, achieving a calorie deficit and portioning your protein will be essential for weight loss, and a calorie surplus will be important for muscle gain. Fats. Fats play many key functions in the body, including serving as a source of energy, aiding in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, providing insulation and protection to organs, producing hormones, and keeping your skin and hair healthy. Low-quality, unhealthy fats often include fatty cuts of meat, high-fat processed meats such as sausages, deli meats, and bacon, and deep-fried foods such as french fries and fried chicken. There are saturated fats such as butter, whole milk, and cheese. And there are also trans fats, which are artificially created fats typically found in processed and packaged foods like pastries, cookies, and fried foods. Frequent consumption of unhealthy fats can increase the risk of heart disease, promote inflammation, and can leave you feeling sluggish and decrease your energy levels. Examples of high-quality healthy fats include extra virgin olive oils, nuts and seeds, avocados, nut butters, and coconuts. These healthy fats can help contribute to health by reducing bad cholesterol levels, improving brain function, reducing inflammation, and also supporting weight management by promoting fullness, keeping you satisfied for longer periods of time, and regulating your appetite. When it comes to both weight loss and muscle gain, you'll want to limit your intake of unhealthy fats. Unhealthy fats are often calorie dense and low in nutrients. Instead, opt for high quality healthy fats in moderation for all the health benefits I just mentioned. How much of each macronutrient to consume each day? When it comes to how much of each macronutrient you should consume on a daily basis, the answer will vary based on many factors. Generally, for weight loss or muscle gain, you'll want to consume around 45 to 65% of your daily calorie intake from carbohydrates, 15 to 25% from proteins, and 20 to 35% from fats. And when it comes to muscle gain, you want to make sure you're consuming 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day to support muscle protein synthesis. And you can measure calories and macronutrients in a variety of ways. You can read nutrition labels on packaging, restaurant menus, or use apps like MyFitnessPal and Lose It. In addition, using a food scale and weighing what you eat can help you determine more accurate values. Free high-quality grocery shopping list. Now that you know that some macronutrient sources are better than others, you might want a resource that lists out exactly what these foods are so you don't have to second guess yourself. And the good news is I have just that in the link in my description. Just click the link next to free high-quality grocery shopping list. This link takes you to my online course site, so just enter your email address, hit subscribe if you like more updates from me, and you'll definitely want to because I'll have lots of resources to share. Create an account, enter the course, and download the free PDF. You'll find that it gives you a better idea of what to shop for when it comes to reaching your weight loss and muscle building goals. Anyways, let's get back to the discussion and focus on micronutrients. Micronutrients. Micronutrients include vitamins and minerals and are essential nutrients required by the body to maintain overall health in smaller quantities, so you don't need them in as large amounts as you do carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. And unlike macronutrients, micronutrients don't provide calories for the body, but do contribute to many bodily processes such as growth, development, and your metabolism. Fat-soluble vitamins are a group of vitamins that dissolve in and are stored in fat tissues and the liver for future use. They include vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. These vitamins play important roles in various bodily functions. Because fat-soluble vitamins can be stored in the body, excessive intake can lead to toxicity. Therefore, it's important to consume these vitamins in appropriate amounts. Water-soluble vitamins are a group of vitamins that dissolve in water and are not stored in the body to a significant extent. Instead, they're easily absorbed into the bloodstream, and any excess is excreted through urine. The water-soluble vitamins include vitamin C and 8B vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins need to be consumed regularly as they are not stored in large amounts in the body. Minerals are inorganic substances necessary for various physiological functions. Some minerals include calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, sodium, zinc, iodine, selenium, copper, and manganese. A balanced diet that includes a variety of different high-quality whole foods is generally sufficient to meet the vitamin and mineral needs of your body. Water intake. Drinking water is vital for maintaining hydration, supporting organ function, and promoting overall health. It aids in nutrient absorption, flushes out toxins, and supports metabolic processes and energy production. It's also essential for physical performance, skin health, and preventing dehydration. When it comes to weight loss, water as a calorie-free beverage choice makes it an excellent alternative to sugary high-calorie options. Sometimes, thirst can be mistaken for hunger, so staying hydrated can help you avoid unnecessary snacking or overeating. Also, when you're well hydrated, your body can efficiently process nutrients and burn calories through an optimized metabolism. For muscle gain, water is essential for optimum muscle function and performance during exercise. Muscles are about 75% water, and adequate hydration helps maintain proper muscle contractions, strength, and endurance. Water also plays an important role in delivering nutrients, especially amino acids from proteins, to the muscles. This supports muscle repair, growth, and recovery after workouts. Because dehydration can lead to muscle breakdown and hinder recovery, the hydration properties of water minimizes risk. The amount of water you should drink for weight loss and muscle gain can vary based on several factors, including your body size, activity level, climate, and overall health. According to Mayo Clinic, men need about 15.5 cups or 3.7 liters of water per day, while women need about 11.5 cups or 2.6 liters of water per day. However, since you'll likely be engaging in challenging exercises, you'll need to increase your fluid intake to compensate for sweat loss. So make sure you're drinking water before, during, and after exercise. Oftentimes, you'll see people carrying around a gallon jug of water, and that usually covers their intake for the day. I myself drink a gallon of water a day, and it's been really helpful. When you start out though, you'll likely find yourself using the bathroom over and over again. But eventually the body adapts, and you'll get back to a regular schedule. Because of its important role in your health, always make sure to stay hydrated. Calorie deficit and calorie surplus. Now here, I'm going to be talking about the most important concept you need to know when it comes to weight loss and muscle gain, and that's calorie deficits and calorie surpluses. Understanding calorie deficits and calorie surpluses will help you understand how much you need to eat and exercise in order to reach your weight loss or muscle building goals. Just as a disclaimer, calorie estimations aren't an exact science and should be treated as a helpful guide rather than an absolute measure. In terms of health and fitness, a calorie is a unit of energy used to describe the nutritional value of food and energy expenditure from physical activity. In order to lose weight, you need to create a calorie deficit, which means consuming fewer calories than your body burns through physical activity and bodily maintenance. When you consume less calories than you burn, your body uses stored energy, such as fat, to compensate, resulting in weight loss. 1 pound is equivalent to 3,500 calories. Practically, what this looks like is if your body burns 2,000 calories a day through activity and bodily processes, and you consume 1,500 calories, you would have a deficit of 500 calories. If you repeat this for 7 days, you theoretically will have burned 3,500 calories, or 1 pound, during the course of a week. Losing 1 to 2 pounds a week is the generally accepted healthy rate of weight loss. It's important to know that you can't just starve yourself in order to create a calorie deficit. Your body needs a minimum number of calories to maintain basic bodily functions, such as breathing, blood circulation, and cell production. And that minimum is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. So you should at the very least be consuming what your BMR is, while also increasing activity for a healthier means of creating a calorie deficit. To find out what your BMR is, you can just go to the website tdeecalculator.net, which is also accessible in the link in my description. Plug in your biometric information. When we look at the result, take a look at the number for BMR. Not only is this the minimum number of calories you need to consume for the day, but it's also the minimum number of calories you burn at rest. So if you did absolutely nothing but sit in bed all day, you'd have burned that number of calories. You'll see that there are other calories listed here based on physical activity. I do think this complicates things a bit more, especially if you overestimate your activity. And since calorie values can be inaccurate, I personally choose to follow just BMR, especially knowing that's just the minimum, and I can go over and still create a deficit as long as my activity burn is greater. If your BMR is 1,800 calories, you naturally burn 1,800 calories by just being alive. Therefore, when you consume 1,800 calories, you're just maintaining your weight. But when you add exercise to it, say 500 calories from a workout, you create a calorie deficit of 500 calories. It's important that when you're eating based on calories, that you're still prioritizing nutrient-dense foods and maintaining a well-balanced diet. In contrast, if you consume more calories than you burn, that's what's called a calorie surplus, which helps you gain weight and build mass. However, the quality of foods you consume are important, so you're not putting on fat. Your surplus should be around 200 to 500 calories to minimize excessive weight gain. Make sure to consume an adequate amount of protein to support muscle protein synthesis, typically around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. Just as with weight loss, your diet should be well-rounded in that it includes lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. In addition, regular resistance training, targeting different muscle groups, are also essential for muscle growth. Keeping track of your calories can be tricky, but you can use apps like MyFitnessPal and Lose It. To track your activity and exercise, using a wearable like a Fitbit or Apple Watch can be helpful. However, the thing is, they don't nicely keep track of your calorie deficits or surpluses. Luckily for you, I actually developed a spreadsheet that helps keep track of your calorie inputs and outputs so you know whether or not you're on track. This is a spreadsheet that I've used personally, and it's definitely helped me feel more consistent when it comes to my nutrition and working out. It's available as part of my online course, and you can access it through the link in my description. Purchasing this resource goes a long way in terms of supporting my channel, but I know it'll also go a long way in supporting your fitness goals. So check it out if you want, no pressure. Portioning food without calorie or macro counting. Counting calories and macros works for some, whereas others might prefer to focus on mindful eating and creating balanced meals. Portioning food can be done by using the plate method, which involves dividing your plate into sections. Half the plate should be filled with non-starchy vegetables, like leafy greens, broccoli, or peppers. A quarter of the plate should be filled with a lean protein, such as chicken, fish, tofu, or beans. And the last quarter should be saved for whole grains or starchy vegetables, like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, or whole grain bread. Also, by paying attention to your body's signals of hunger and fullness, you can also determine whether or not you need to eat more. This can be done by eating slowly and mindfully, and stopping when you feel comfortably satisfied. Meal timing. The time you have your meals can vary based on your personal schedule, but some general guidelines you can follow are to have regular eating intervals every 3 to 4 hours. This helps to regulate blood sugar levels, prevent excessive hunger, and provide a steady supply of nutrients to promote weight loss and muscle gain. Having small, high-quality snacks in between can also help. Pre-workout meals. Pre-workout meals are meals or snacks that are consumed before a workout to provide the body with necessary fuel and nutrients for optimal performance. The primary goals of a pre-workout meal are to enhance energy levels, improve endurance, promote protein synthesis, and prevent muscle breakdown. You may not typically have a pre-workout meal if you work out first thing in the morning or right after work, and that's okay. If you eat too much close to your workout, it'll likely cause some discomfort. So if you have 30 to 60 minutes before your workout, a small snack containing carbohydrates and protein will work. This could be a banana with a little bit of nut butter. If you do have more time, such as 1 to 3 hours before a workout, in your meal you'd want to incorporate complex carbs, like whole grains, fruits, or vegetables, to serve as your body's primary fuel source. Protein sources like chicken, and a small amount of healthy fats like nuts or avocados. Here are some examples of pre-workout meals. Post-workout meals. Post-workout meals are meals or snacks consumed after a workout to support recovery, replenish energy stores, and promote muscle repair and growth. You want to make sure this meal is consumed 1 to 2 hours after your workout to allow for optimal nutrient uptake and utilization by muscles. Make sure to have a high-quality source of protein for muscle repair and growth, and carbohydrates to replenish glycogen stores. Here are some examples of post-workout meals. Meal prepping. Meal prepping involves preparing your meals in advance so you can better adhere to your specific diet, save time, and reduce stress. Mastering this can be a big help when it comes to your weight loss and muscle gain goals. When meals are prepared in advance, you are less likely to rely on convenient options or make impulsive, less nutritious food choices. Having nutritious meals readily available makes it easier to stick to a well-balanced diet, rich in lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. By planning and pre-portioning your meals, you also have control over the ingredients and quantities, ensuring you consume the appropriate number of calories or macronutrients towards your goals. To start meal prepping, dedicate a specific time to prepare meals for the upcoming week. Plan your meals by deciding on the number of meals and snacks you need. Consider your macronutrient and calorie targets, and select a variety of nutritious foods. Based on your planned meals, create a shopping list to ensure you have all the necessary ingredients. After you've obtained all your ingredients, cook in bulk, making multiple servings of each dish. When your meals are prepared, divide them into individual containers, considering appropriate portion sizes for your goals. Use containers that are suitable for storage and reheating. Refrigerate your meals for consumption within the next few days. Then simply reheat your prep meals as needed throughout the week. You'll also want to make sure you don't hold on to food for too long, otherwise they may spoil. Diet examples. There are many popular diets that people follow for their health and fitness goals. Here are some of the most common. The Mediterranean diet emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, lean proteins, and healthy fats. It encourages moderation in red meat and includes regular physical activity. The Paleo diet focuses on whole, unprocessed foods such as lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. It excludes grains, dairy products, legumes, processed foods, and added sugars. The keto diet is a low-carbohydrate, high-fat diet that aims to shift the body into a state of ketosis where it primarily burns fat for energy. This diet typically restricts or eliminates grains, fruits, sugars, and starchy vegetables. The vegan diet excludes all animal-derived products, including meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. It emphasizes plant-based foods such as fruits, vegetables, legumes, grains, nuts, and seeds. It can be a nutritionally balanced diet, but requires careful attention to nutrient needs, including protein, iron, calcium, vitamin B12, and omega-3 fatty acids. The vegetarian diet eliminates meats, but may include animal-derived products such as dairy and eggs. It can be structured in various ways, ranging from lacto-ovo-vegetarian, which includes dairy and eggs, to lacto-vegetarian, which includes dairy, and ovo-vegetarian, which includes eggs. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. There are different methods, such as the 16-8 method, which means fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window, alternate day fasting, or the 5-2 method, eating normally for 5 days and restricting calories for 2 non-consecutive days. This can be combined with various dietary approaches. If it fits your macros, or IIFYM, also known as flexible dieting, focuses on macronutrient intake rather than specific food choices. It involves tracking and meeting daily macronutrient goals while allowing flexibility in food selection. Supplements. Supplements are products intended to help you with your fitness goals and may be intended to enhance your athletic performance, support muscle growth, aid in recovery, and optimize your overall fitness. While they can be beneficial, they're not necessary for everyone. Now I'm going to list off some of the most common supplements used by gym goers. Protein supplements, including protein powders, bars, and shakes, are meant to support muscle recovery and growth after workouts. Creatine enhances strength and power, leading to improved performance during higher intensity workouts. Branched-chain amino acids, also known as BCAAs, aid in muscle recovery and can reduce muscle soreness after workouts. It also helps to preserve muscle mass. Pre-workout increases your energy, focus, and endurance during workouts. Glutamine aids in muscle recovery and can help reduce muscle soreness. Fish oil provides omega-3 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory properties and can aid in joint health. Multivitamins help fill any nutrient gaps in your diet and supports overall health. So those are the basics when it comes to nutrition and fitness. If you got value out of this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out more of my videos here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.